Okay, welcome back. We've got a few more problems to do. This is part 2 for section 4.1. We're working on transformations. So we have one more problem to do where you could use your calculator, and then we're going to finish up with the last 3 problems where you definitely cannot. So hopefully you're getting the hang of this. So let's finish this by doing another absolute value parent function. And again, we're writing the equation like we did in example 5 when we left off on part 1. So they're telling you the parent function is the absolute value of x, and then we're going to do these 3 transformations. So again, shifting left is affecting x, vertical stretch affects y, and shifting up and down would be y as well. All right, so leave a little space, but inside with x, we are going to go left 4. So left would be the opposite, so plus 4. That means left 4. Vertical stretch by 2 would be on the outside, and down 3 would also be on the outside. Okay, so there's our new function. So we're going to do absolute value parent function. So again, we can use just our basic 5 numbers, take the absolute value of those, which is just its positive value. So remember, the parent function is right here. You plot those points, right? That's where you are. Okay, so that's the parent function. So now, what's happening to x? What's happening to y? So the only thing that's happening to x is we're going to go minus 4. We're going to go left 4. What's happening to y? Multiply by 2 and subtract 3. All right, so take each x value and just subtract 4. So negative 2 minus 4, negative 1 minus 4, 0 minus 4, 1 minus 4, 2 minus 4. Okay, so each of those are just subtracting 4 from. Now for y, a little bit of work. Multiply each y by 2, then subtract 3. So 2 times 2 is 4. 4 minus 3 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. 2 minus 3 is negative 1. 0 times 2 is 0. Minus 3, negative 3. 1 times 2 is 2 minus 3, negative 1. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 minus 3 is 1. Plot those new points. Negative 6, 1. Negative 5, negative 1. Negative 4, negative 3. Negative 3, negative 1. Negative 2, 1. Okay, so there's your new absolute value graph. Did it do what it said? Did we go left 4? Yes. Did we stretch it? Yes. And did we go down 3? Yes. Okay? All right. So those are the ones, again. Use your calculator to double check, but make sure you can do these on your own. Now, from here on, these last 3 problems, we can't use our calculator. Okay? There's no function. It's just function notation. And sometimes, you'll see the pictures. They're not really graphs of functions. So these you're on your own to do. All right, so here's the function. Doesn't matter what it is. We can still state the transformations. So this is a horizontal shift left 5. Okay, do the opposite. And then this is 2 things going on here. This is a reflection and a stretch. So we're going to do the stretches first. Okay. So that's a vertical stretch of 2. And also, this is a reflection. So when this affects y, remember y goes opposite. So you're going to reflect over the x-axis. Okay? All right, so they gave us these points, right? So they're giving us some points because we can't, this is not a real function, so somebody just made this up. But we can still do the transformations. So what happens to x? The only thing we're going to do is go left 5, so x minus 5. And what's happening to y? We're going to multiply the y's by negative 2. Okay, so take each x value and subtract 5. Okay, so negative 5 minus 5 is negative 10. 0 minus 5 is negative 5. 2 minus 5 is negative 3. 4 minus 5 is negative 1. And then we're going to multiply each y by negative 2. Negative 2 times negative 3 is positive 6. Negative 2 times 2 is negative 4. Negative 4 times negative 2 is 8. And 0 times negative 2 is 0. Now, be careful when you plot these points that you do the right thing, because some of you like to plot all these first, and then it's kind of unclear on where do you draw the line, where do you draw the curve. So keep them in order. So notice this is this point, and then this is this point. So your first 2 points are going to be this straight line. So you're going to go negative 10, 6. And then you're going to go to negative 5, negative 4. Okay? So that's the line. Now we're going to do the curve. So negative 3, 8. Oh, that's negative 3, 8. Not that one. Negative 3, 8. And then negative 1, 0. So this is the curve, like that, okay? All right, so pay attention to the number, the order that it goes. So did we do what it said? Did we stretch it? So it went from here to here. Yes, we did. We went left 5, and then we reflected this over the x-axis, right? So all of that worked out. All right. Example 8, same parent function, okay, same parent function, new transformation. All right, so this time, what's happening inside the parentheses, okay, we got negative 1/2. 2 things going on there. So we're going to do our stretching first. So the first thing is, this is a horizontal stretch. Okay, now remember, 1/2, normally that gets smaller, but we're going to do the opposite. So this is a horizontal stretch of 2. Okay. Right. Opposite of 1/2 is times 2. Then we're doing a reflection on the y-axis, right? Because we're changing the x from positive to negative. And then lastly, we got a vertical stretch. Up 7. All right, so here's those numbers again. Here you're going to do the opposite. So we're not going to multiply x by negative 1/2. We're going to multiply x by negative 2. Okay, opposite. And then all we're doing to y is adding 7. All right, so multiply negative 5 times negative 2. 10. 0 times negative 2. 2 times negative 2. 4 times negative 2. Add 7 to these numbers. Negative 3 plus 7, negative 2 plus 7, not negative, 2 plus 7 is 9, negative 4 plus 7, negative 4 plus 7, positive 3, 0 plus 7, 7. Take your time on these, you can see it. You got to just take your time and work these out. All right, so remember, these first 2 are your straight line. So 10, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 9. So there's your straight line. And then negative 4, 3. And negative 8, 7. And that's your parabola. All right, so we did a stretch horizontally from here to here, yes. We reflected over the y-axis, yes, and then we went up 7, okay? All right, so hopefully you're getting the hang of these. You need to know how to do them without the calculator. All right, now we have a new parent function. It's this triangle, okay? So negative 5, 3 is point A. Negative 2, 4 is point B. And negative 2, 2 is point C, okay? All right, so just keep those in mind when you draw your triangle. So let's talk about the transformations. In here, we're going to go right 5. So that's a horizontal shift. Right 5. All right, then everything else is affecting y. So we've got our stretch of 3, reflection, and then up 4. So 4 things are going on here. So we're going to do, sorry, my paper keeps blowing. So we're going to do a vertical stretch of 3. All right, do exactly what it says. That's an x-axis reflection. And lastly, we're going to do a vertical shift up 4. Okay? So the only thing happening to x is we're going to add 5 to it. Do the opposite. Everything else is affecting y. So we're going to multiply y by -3 and then add 4. So that's what's happening to y. All right, so we're going to add 5 to each of these. -5 plus 5 is 0. -2 plus 5 is 3. -2 plus 5 is 3. Take your y values, multiply by -3. -3 times -3 times +3 is -9, plus 4 is -5. 4 times -3 is -12, plus 4, that's -8. 2 times -3 is -6, plus 4, -2. All right, so plot these new points. 0, -5. That's A, right? 3, -8. Oop, don't have that on here. So that's 6, 7, 8. We'll call it right about there. Okay. 8. Okay. And then lastly, 3, -2. All right. So here's that triangle. Okay. And did we do what it said? Did we shift it right? Yes. We stretched it, right? It got bigger. And then we reflected it over the x-axis, and then we went up 4. Okay? Oh, and you know what? This is just typo right there. I just saw that 6. This should be 4. Right? Plus 4. Thank goodness. I did it at least right there. So now you might be saying, why didn't it go up here? So remember, first you reflect it. So it would be down here. And then you go up 4. Okay? So it did move up 4 just after the reflection. So that's why the order matters. Okay? All right. So that ends the notes for this section. So again, you have plenty to do with your homework, working on getting ready for your upcoming tests. It's right around the corner. So make sure you're keeping up with everything. Please let me know if you need any help. As always, I'm here for you guys. So until we meet again on the next section of notes, hope you have a good day, and I'll see you back here soon.